Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Corsair. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Corsair, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. Somewhere out there, an ex-boyfriend has tried to cast a spell on his firm or paramour. Beneath the same moonlight, but one has managed to resist the influence of this spell. Back here with Shattered Ships, or should I say the Coral Crew, as a long rest is taken by our party. The magic items they've discovered in the past day kind of weighing heavily on their pockets and such. As you come out of this long rest period, Trigger, potentially only needing 4 hours of sleep. You and Europa, you probably wake up around the same time. Europa making breakfast for everyone. It has kind of become her routine. Learning from Bastion, incorporating some like herbal medicines. Her druidic abilities channeling themselves into this fashion. Is there anything Trigger is hoping to do in the hours of the morning?
I'm good. Honestly, hi to Europa. I'll go check on my my garden real quick.
Absolutely. You go out and check on your garden. Europa
My
asks you
beans
to,
that
like,
I
grab
put in
some,
ground.
like, spices or something from out there.
Yeah. And if my beans in ground are looking good,
The beans you have planted. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
a thing I'm very good at. 13.
They seem to be growing. They seem to be doing well. There's like almost like a little bit of like you can like see like the ground like is like maybe germinated that bean a little bit. There seems to be a little bit of a growth. Not quite a plant yet.
Can you grow faster? Okay. I get a little impatient, so I go back to the table, and I'm gonna take off, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Europa, do you care if I tear away the page you were doing with all these stupid lines and stuff?"
I mean, I was trying to chart our way out here. Rip, you've already taken it. It's like, okay, that's fine. I wasn't getting anywhere. Yeah, go ahead. If you have any to draw, I have some charcoals and stuff on the side. If you want to like just draw a little bit, I'll get your breakfast soon.
Okay. Don't move too much. Or if you have to, move in nice, dramatic, strong ways.
Okay, I think I see what you're doing. And she tries to cook some eggs as strong as possible.
That is not the way an elbow is supposed to be pointed. Let me just tell you. Okay.
A lot of cross-hatching and reshading as Trigger goes to draw this. Yeah, you just drawing Europa. Are you embellishing it at all? How's it looking to you?
I want it to feel like this moment, which is very soft, and like the morning is so young and it's just kind of quiet. So I just want it to kind of feel like this slice of the day. It's one of the only times when I'm the only one who's doing stuff, and so it's nice to feel like Europa's kind of part of that as well. So there's like a coziness to the kitchen in that corner there that I just kind of want to capture. I want it to be I want it to be accurate, but I kind of want it to have a nice feel to it.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me, let's call it a sleight of hand check.
Okay. 18?
18.
Oh,
very
I'm so
good.
sorry. I'm sorry. 15.
15, still pretty good. You do manage to capture like looking at it, it looks like a very good rendition of like Europa in the kitchen. You're not quite getting like the mood conveyed, but as Europa kind of like drops some food off to you, she kind of looks over your shoulder like, it's not bad. I got the bread and
Really?
everything. Look at that. Good,
Ah,
impressive.
thanks. The toughest part is hands. Hands suck.
That's true. Hey, you can put. I'll stand within my pockets or something to make it easy. How's that?
And then how are you gonna cook breakfast? That's storming stupid.
All right, yeah. I'll hold the pan. Maybe like I'll try to like hide it or something. But you're
Yeah, I'll give
making
you pan hands.
yes. You draw pan hands Europa at the end, so you don't have to draw hands. But it seems to be like your like your ability to like retain this. Like you're looking at your subject, you're looking back down. It feels stronger. It feels better as you're noticing kind of the things around you. This perceptive ability is what kind of helped you survive in these moments with Europa, kind of in the morning. You feel your skills getting better as you pay more attention to this drawing process. And with that trigger, if you continue this practice, perhaps with a 15, DC being a 20, if you continue this practice, perhaps it's something that you would be able to sort of specialize or master given enough time. Hinting at a potential feat coming your way in the future. A little bit of homebrew, keen artistry coming Trigger's way. For everyone else, as Trigger practices this new skill with Europa, Europa doing poses and things to help you, throwing things out, suggestions as best she can. But for Gwyn and Kachi asleep upstairs as your long rests come to a close, Kachi, give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh God. All right. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Talk. Charisma. 21.
Very nice. You, as you go to sleep, you the like loot and things that you have found, bound yourself to not only your own like history, legacy, these teachings of this bardic college, this amethyst crystal, and that has become one with your Arbor Forge blade. The ring you picked up from the Crimson Harbinger. Latched. I think you said like latched around your ankle, almost like a tracking ring from like a flying bird. You feel it almost like warm up on your leg, but you kind of like shake it, like kind of like wake up, and you can just sort of like feel this aura within it. Has seemingly tried to do something, and you have resisted it. But both of you get the benefits of a long rest. You hear the slight sketching, the smell of breakfast coming from downstairs.
Can I take 10 minutes and do an identify on the ring?
Yeah. Like almost like in lieu of getting ready. So Gwyn, you would get downstairs probably before Kachi does, as you kind of try to identify this ring. First, as you try to take it off, like to like kind of get your hands onto it, you cannot get it off.
Oh no.
And as you go to identify this, give me another charisma saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay, that's even better. That's a 24.
As you like channel your like bardic magic, this like the legacy of the blade, the legacy of the forge, you're studying this with an elemental mastery, and you feel this like overwhelming kind of aura, power, compulsion coming from the ring, and as you're feeling the power, normally you would be able to like discern the magical properties of it, but with almost like instinctively you pull back from the spell before like you're almost like putting energy into the ring, and it's trying to like match that level of energy against you. With that, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. It's not as great. That's only a 11.
Hard to determine exactly kind of what this magical aura is. I would say it's probably very similar to something much more like crafty than arcane, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem like something. There's almost an energy of like fight, spirit, creation, overcoming versus like a kernel of magical energy within it. But you are unable to determine exactly what the nature of it is.
Do I get the sense at least that I'm going to have to make these like every time I wake up? Like, is this like an ongoing thing, perhaps?
You kind of like wait and you see like it feels like that like attempt like, almost like as like you're like you cast identify spell as like these powers like pushing against each other, you can almost feel the other side like against you weakening a bit. You get the sense that you don't have to continue doing this every time you go to sleep, but every time you try to interact with it in the future, this kind of check may come about.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what I was gonna check out as I woke up anyway. So I will.
Yeah. So mechanically, there's a risk reward. If you're trying to learn more about it, you have to make a save and then make an Arcana check to determine because it is actively resisting being understood.
Okay. Do I think with an 11, I probably don't. Would I at least get the understanding that there is more to this ring than protection?
The ring of protection and this ring are different. So the ring of protection, that one's just good to go. You also found the ring that had like the red crystal.
Yeah,
that's the one that you're trying to harness. Okay. That's the one that is fighting against you, kind of.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So like one ankle has the ring of protection, one ankle has the red crystal. Ring of protection, you're able to kind of like pull off, put back on like a normal ring. It's just magic item.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll deal with this later. I don't have time for this right now.
Gwyn coming downstairs. Europa is making breakfast. You see, you probably unless Trigger is hiding them. He is sketching like the kitchen and Europa. There's a few extra tries of like hands and stuff.
Okay, just try it with just your middle finger, okay? Just try it with just the middle finger.
Good morning.
It'll help you to stand with a middle finger.
Yeah, like this.
Facing you or down?
No, everybody turn it towards Gwyn. Morning, Gwyn.
Morning, Gwyn.
Good morning. I had a dream about the person I'm meant to hunt.
Europa embarrassed.
They're
would you like some eggs?
Rabbit, Hulk, dark fur, white spotch.
Gwyn, before you talk about who you're trying to kill, eat some food. It'll make you feel better.
Okay. I also overheard, and I'll talk about the overhearing the Blanche and Lance conversation about the lightning rods and storm.
Oh.
I will eat breakfast enthusiastically, like I feel kind of good.
Nice.
Is Gotchi down here? Sorry.
Yeah. By the time Europa like sets like Gwyn up a plate, Gotchi's coming downstairs.
Well, that could be a good new job, I guess, since we don't technically have any right now. Although it would be nice to just like not work for a day, right? Like I don't dream of labor. Anyone else?
I mean, I've been helping Lester trying to like recollect his memories and stuff. And you're doing right, man. And Lester kind of like prickles up a little bit, like having come down for breakfast as well. Oh, yes, I'm getting a bit clearer with my my spells.
Wait, that's the thing that we've been fucking putting off. Lester, we need to get you back your headband.
I wouldn't really say we've been putting it off. I mean, we were trying to do some intel yesterday with that whole team. Well, 2 days ago. What day is it? Fuck.
Exactly. Well, What if we try and focus on that for a bit?
Ooh,
For Lester.
God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind righting that wrong.
Oh, Gwen. Are you the only one who hasn't had your thing happen yet?
Yes, of course I am. You're both so much better at everything you do than I am.
I mean, you'll see Kachi just like scratching absentmindedly at this ring now. That's what it's going to do. It's like, I think I
scratching
technically,
at your leg.
I think I technically got mine on a technicality.
Are you like allergic to a certain type of metal?
No, I think it just tried to kill me. That's all. I can't get it off now.
You want some calamine lotion or something?
Wait, why are things trying to kill you?
Where did you even get that?
Nowhere? What are you talking about? Where'd you get that? I look at the drawing. That's good. You,
I
you should keep doing that.
made
Well done.
I
Yeah, it's
made
good.
it.
Like, check it out. Like, face,
Yeah.
hair.
Actually-
Actually, don't look at the hands.
Actually, wait, Kachi,
Yeah.
hold still. I want to try and get the ring while your skin looks all raw and bloody, and I'm gonna try and get the little anklet.
Very nice. Yeah.
I will take some calamine lotion.
Nice. Give me a sleight of hand check again.
Yep. Don't fuck me. Hey, 20 something, 3, 4.
Nice. Almost like focusing only on the hand is helping you, and you're able to basically like because it's a weird owlin hand. It looks different from Europa's like
Europa,
elven,
I know what your
like,
problem is.
five-fingered hands. My
Have you
problem?
considered just having little bird? Yeah. Have you considered having just bird claws?
I've got wolf nails. I don't need more animal stuff.
That's true. Do I get a good view of the ring by drawing it?
Yeah, you get a good look at you are able to kind of like sketch the ring down. It was like a roughly hewn crystal on like a golden band wrapped around Kachi's ankle because he's small.
Okay, can we all agree that we stop picking things up and just like putting them on before asking each other?
Who's picking things up and putting them on without asking people?
It's spinning in my poncho.
Well, yeah, but you asked. You said, "Hey, if it sucks, it's for you guys, and if it's cool, it's for me." Actually, now that you mention it, that was really unfair.
I didn't
But-
say if it sucks. That's not what I said. I said if it tries to kill us, we all try to kill it together. But if it's good, I won't.
I apologize. I did not mean to slander your good word.
I would never make you guys take a cursed item. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably come up with a specific example in which you have attempted to do that, but I don't take notes in this campaign
Neither of
notoriously.
you.
That's good. Yeah.
There was a person who I did convince to take
That knife.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, the bad sword. The slippery
Okay.
sword.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
I have a
Kachi,
charm person, it's not like
Kachi, do you need like some like oil? I think we have a jug that does that.
I can get you oil. Do you need oil?
Do you want to just dunk your entire foot in this oil and we can try and slide it off?
I was making bacon.
Not the hot oil, Europa, not the hot oil.
Oh, okay.
I can
That
get
might be
out a
helpful.
quart of oil, but that does delay our either pickling or mead business by one day.
No,
That's how you-
we
for picking-
we need to focus on this business. This is going to be passive income.
Priority
everybody.
one.
Which one? The pickling or the mead?
What are we doing?
I don't see why we can't do both.
Whoa,
I feel like
the
we need
first
enough
pickled
pickles.
mead.
We need things
Yum.
pickled to survive ship life.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Gwen's honestly
don't
fairly
think that's-
hopeful for Gwen.
I believe in the long term.
No,
I don't
am
actually
gonna,
think that's hopeful.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna understand this ring. I don't need it off right now.
okay.
Okay. All right.
fine.
Yes, fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
So the pickling.
no, not the pickling. Gwen was just telling me that there was a thing with lightning rods.
Oh, I overheard Lance and Blanche. That's hard for me to say. Talking. It sounds like they have a really stressful mission coming up, but we shouldn't tell them we overheard them. But
We
kinda
should do it before they even ask.
no, because we want to get paid. But we just want to make sure that we're the first ones asked.
Oh, yeah, that better. So we want to do that instead of looking for Lester's stuff.
I'm not against looking for Lester stuff either. So
Oh, and we got to figure out where the kids are going today. I was thinking also maybe we could like deliver them some of those clothes that that we had, that Bass said that we had.
Bass comes down.
I think those-
After you mentioned it, I do believe they are in the closet of the room that you're staying in, Gwyn. I should be able to. If you don't mind me going in, I can collect some of Violet's old things.
Closet.
I don't mind.
Excellent. I wouldn't want to intrude. And just like floats up into the ceiling, into the room above.
I wouldn't want to intrude, but know that I can at any given moment. Just go through the floor.
Kind of the vibe.
Okay. Priorities to get Lester's band, we have to infiltrate Veritas.
Which we
We have
already
an in.
have.
Kind of. They think that we're technically members, and we're not.
I just think we create enough confusion and they don't know. We're like, yeah, we're from the East Branch. And they're like, oh, that's crazy because they didn't
Cerulean
recognize you. You're like,
glasses.
yeah, and but they're like, oh, but we actually don't have you on our records. They're like, no, because we were like deep undercover. I really think that Gwyn could probably lie our way through this thing. What? Now you want to be humble? You're very good at lying. You're so good at lying. You literally
What
were
was that
like,
face
I
about?
don't. Yeah, last night you were like, I don't know that man. I've never seen that man before in my life. And then a second later, you were like, I was in love with him. Like, it was crazy.
It's I don't know. I felt like I needed to. I couldn't lie anymore to you all.
I mean, like,
Thank
you
you.
know, I was thinking about it last night, and with like the fact that they used to call you like the Moth and stuff, your couple name with like Pollux and Gwyn could have been Pollen, which kind of has like a thematic
Pollen.
connection.
Europa.
That's what we were called.
No shit.
Like in the
You-
Hala papers.
That's horrible, but also cool.
Yeah. No.
You sure you didn't like already know that, and so you like intrinsically had it in your brain?
No, I've been locked in a prison in the
I don't
basement.
Yeah,
know what the
and they
paper
don't. Yeah, in
I
like
don't
an
know.
alternate dimension. That's
Yeah,
that's-
and then
you should-
I do like hot Gwyn. Again, like the glamorized version of me, and it's like this is what yeah. Words are
Right.
saying me, and I'm like,
But in
Does your
but on
cloak
the
turn into like
inside,
a Audrey Hepburn?
yeah,
Yeah. Summer in Tuscany or whatever it is.
Yeah,
it just looks like a
like
babushka.
billowing.
Where'd you get the
Where'd that come
Vespa?
from?
Not the best. Okay. Other ideas, Kachi?
Okay, so not really
Sorry,
on that
Captain.
one though. I mean, no, thank you. Getting into Veritas is like just like the big thing because we don't know what they're using the head piece for. There's
Can
that
I-
we could just stop by. Yep. Idea man.
Yeah. I've been awake for hours now. Also, did you guys know that coffee makes you feel good?
Why do you think I have 5 cups a day?
What if we're just a little honest? What if we say, okay, we're not members, but we lied because we wanted to be members, and maybe they'll take us in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, hey, we did all these good things. We worked with you. We really want to be a part of this, which kind of is all true, actually, a little bit. We could try being truthful. I mean, Gwyn's trying it, so I say, like, we could really go for it.
we doubt Gilda.
Correct. Totally
Right.
true. We think that finding the truth is important.
Doubt is sketchy.
Is that like part of Veritas' stuff? Like,
Well,
they
I
just
don't know.
hate doubt?
Do we want to include the druid
I say we don't mention the stuff that it doesn't need to be mentioned.
Right, that's out. That's
Yeah.
out. Okay.
I went and visited Doubt the other night, and I don't think that she's as terrible as I once said that she was. Oh yeah, that was the night that I was gonna run away from home. Big turnaround.
Yeah, and then you found a dead body.
And wasn't that an adventure?
And then you met a dead gift.
You know.
Just cute. Also, I haven't formally apologized. I'm sorry. You're my one and only captain on this island.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll only dock your pay a little bit.
I have no money. I slipped it into Gwen's pocket.
Well, it looks like it's already working.
So we could try that. We could tell, and we could tell Kettle and see where that gets us.
All right.
Is that stupid? I don't want to say stupid stuff anymore. I want to say only smart stuff. So tell me if it was stupid.
No, I think having Kettle, not using Kettle.
Mm-hmm.
Having Kettle take us to at least they're higher up will be good.
Yeah.
So we could do that.
And
Let's do that.
Lance also seemed like the mission that Blanche was telling him about was very dangerous. She's like, obviously, we'll just throw out money and someone will do it. But perhaps someone will, if it's not us, maybe they'll take a couple days. So
There is one other thing that we brought up doing as well.
Yeah.
We think we already know where Veritas is, right?
Oh, back in the woods?
In the temple.
Yeah.
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 So, if we wanted to, we could.
I mean, I'm not gonna force you to do that, Trigger. Like I know you have the thing, so I want you to work up to that.
It's okay. You're my captain, so yeah. So I just wanted to, whatever we do.
Why don't we talk to Kettle first? Touch base. Do we want to open that though? Is that bad to open that we're like?
If anybody's gonna be on our side, it's Kettle.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I know we kind of really took the shit out of those kids that we met, but half of them are okay. The pixie, kind of okay.
Yeah.
Onyx the orphan.
Despite what that one racist gift says. The pixie's cool. Yeah. And we can bring the clothes over, so we have a good excuse to be there. Yeah, let's go check in on all the kids.
That was a very smart statement, Trigger. Let's do it.
I only say smart stuff now.
So the party is headed out bound for the Forgotten Escape. The idea to check in with Kettle, but also to check in on the kids who were being sort of collected by Marilyn. Would you like to bring Europa along with you, or would you like her to stay behind to craft a potion and work on a spell with Lester?
Europa wasn't with us when we were pretending to be a part of Veritas, correct?
I think that's right.
That is correct.
Okay. Then I would
This feels
say
like a dangerous thing to drag her into.
he agreed.
Like, because this is like if we get caught,
Like,
we have to
having
be
the
like,
muscle. Yeah. Having the muscle would be nice, but at the same time, I don't want to drag someone into this.
It's not going to be a fight today, though.
I hope not.
Oh, well, that sounded ominous.
yeah, ideally not. But
Do we want to have Lester put one of those things that makes us cooler.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
One of those that we totally decided what that spell was.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Do-
never mind. Did you have a list?
Do you want
Matt,
to
did
do?
you have a list?
Yes. The list that I had just like jotted down as like, I think it had been mentioned before at one point. Water breathing, identify, dispel magic, long strider. But any spell 1 to 3 is on the board. We can also say that like Lester had an opportunity to cast this, and we can look at it between sessions as well.
How long does water breathing last? Is it just the hour?
I can't remember if it was 1 or 8 hours.
I think we're gonna go underwater.
Well, if we do, I want you guys to be able to keep up. But maybe just long strider.
It lasts 24 hours.
24 hours.
For water breathing?
And it is 3rd level. So he is able to learn it.
That's not a bad one to learn.
If we keep Lester on our permanent crew, if he's part of Coral Crew for life, which
Good
in
call.
his life might be pretty short, but I say we keep it.
So Lester, very proud of the work that he and Europa did yesterday. He casts water breathing on everyone at the table. So not only do the 3 of you have water breathing, but he does, and Bastion, and Europa, because it does go up to 10 willing creatures. But he does kind of pull out his book and is able to cast this spell on all of you. It's just a way for him to do this. The magic missile spell still enchanted into Kachi's armor. And with Europa staying back at home, he is going to be able to learn another spell. You'll be able to spend the day mastering another one of level 1, 2, or 3. I'll take a look at some of the spells that like are super helpful, like that last a long time, and just like put them in the group chat or something so we can decide.
Right.
Even if it's like a ranking of like, okay, yeah, let's go for these ones first or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I know we weren't planning to, but now I hope we go underwater.
I mean, they were building underneath our house when we had to go into the water to get there. So
Yeah, those tunnels.
It's kind of scary, but it'll be okay.
Do
anything.
you guys want to take the cart? I promise I won't do anything too sick.
We might be gone for a while.
And you're worried that somebody might steal my cart? I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just walk today.
Okay.
But we'll give you adequate time to do sick tricks later.
He's got to keep
Thanks,
his skill
Cap.
sharp.
Yeah.
I can't just be, I do drawing and skateboard? Like, what is this kid?
Oh,
Get this kid a beanie right now.
The beanie, because this does feel like a high schooler.
yes.
And I have a newfound love of coffee. It's all really just matching up.
I do say high
Triggers
school, but I feel like
actively
this was
aging.
me in college. Was just drawing and trying. To
Yeah.
No, you probably also had a slack line.
I tried it once and I could not do it.
Okay, I apologize. My mistake.
I gave it an
I
effort,
can't wait to
fell,
hear-
and was just like, this will never be me. I'm gonna go.
Can't wait to hear Trigger's playlists. Probably got like excellent taste in music.
It's a lot of Suf
all
John
synthetic.
Stevens.
Some 41.
Oh yeah. Matchbox 20.
No!
Probably Disturbed. It's probably on a Tony Hawk soundtrack. But the
Oh, yeah.
party is able to does leave the House of Violets, makes for the Forbidden Escape, your old haunt, kind of just a few streets away, heading towards the dock. As you head in that direction, keeping an eye out for Kettle. and your other allies in the establishment. Inside, you do see the usual, like the regulars. The Crimson Woods Fetzel family is attending to like the morning rush of people coming to grab like a bite for breakfast, and, like dock workers and things like that. The half orc captain you arrived with, probably like Weedy Benz, the Dragonborn, is probably passing you guys, like heading out to head out to a fishing boat as you guys are sort of like coming in. Oops, I had the wrong map open on my end. But you do see that Marilyn is being very attentive towards like the table full of children that are in the corner here. You see like one or two of them still like look a little bit like almost like sleepy, kind of slumped forward, but Marilyn is taking care of them. And Petal is the one who's like basically like chatting with Bash, who is doing a little bit of helpful babysitting while Marilyn can attend to the rest of the establishment. Bust out some more.
I don't want to be too eager.
What the kids are for Kettle.
No, to the kids. I don't. Oh, right. I forgot. We actually came here to do Veritas shit. Yeah, no, I was talking about the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm double nervous. Okay. Okay. Can I bring the clothes over?
Yeah. I'll let you do it, Trigger.
Hello, orphans.
Petal like snaps to attention as Trigger you arrive. All the other kids kind of look at you and like mouths full of food just look, and like cover their eye patches as they all look at you. The other 6 children do still have eye patches despite the medicine that you got. They have lost their eyes to their undead sickness. Petal still has both of her eyes, but has like an eye patch flipped up that she's made herself, but isn't used to wearing an eye patch, so she just has it on her forehead.
I have brought you the trappings of your new life, and I put down the box of clothes. This is so that you guys can have other clothes that aren't just orphan clothes, because I know that being an orphan sucks. Instead, you can be not an orphan, and you can be part of whatever crew you want, because I've been told that I can't force you to be a part of my crew.
Nice. You have some like cottagecore hand-me-downs as the kids start diving into it, throwing on frills and aprons and floral prints, wearing them, and however they clash. Bash just kind of looks on, does her best to like help coach. Like, well, those are shoes, not for your hands. We can I'll help tie them. And Petal sidles up next to you, Trigger, as everyone is kind of in a flurry. Like, so the other ones are a bit small. I think they're more interested in the beds that Marilyn promised. But I've got your back. I'm your first mate here, all right?
Remember, leader of boarding party, because it gets a little weird if we make it to
with dehydration, so I didn't remember.
You sounded totally different too.
Yeah, so I've got your back. If you tell me to do so, I'll keep everyone in line. We'll be doing whatever you tell us, or whatever Kachi tells us.
Yeah, Kachi basically appointed me as like, you're like sub captain. Even though I don't like the term captain, for me, just like basically I'm in charge. Yeah. Here's my first task for you.
All right.
I want these kids to actually have like a not sucky life. So make sure if there's any stuff that's like orphan shit, I don't want them to do that. Okay? I want them to have like cool fun lives. And like I want them to eat really good and also sleep, because I've learned that other people need more sleep than I get, which is weird. So all of those stuff is pretty important.
Yeah.
But your second task for me is gonna be going a little more covert.
All right.
You know what that word means?
No.
Neither do I, but I thought it sounded cool. Basically, the eye patches are great, and whenever we have our official club meetings, we'll wear them.
Oh, yeah. So it's itchy. So, well, I was.
Yeah,
eight,
no,
I
no, no,
didn't
no, no,
think
no.
that
It's
I
okay. It's
needed to
okay.
wear
It's
it.
okay. From this point on, eye patches maybe less of a go for the ones who don't have the eyes. And it might, right?
Oh, that's true.
But that way, people won't necessarily recognize this as the eye patch batch. But we'll always recognize each other as the eye
We'll
patch
know.
batch. Yeah, and then we can bring the eye patches for our official meetings. Okay. I want you to keep an eye out for anything weird going around town.
Okay.
So like, listen to people.
Listen. Yeah.
Specifically about a group, and you got to promise to be really cool about this and like
Yeah.
totally coral and like not say anything except to me.
Keep it coral. Yeah.
There's a group called Veritas.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
No.
Great.
Do they?
I want you to find out.
Do they know the covert people?
They are the covert people. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, if you can get more information on them, awesome.
We'll keep our ears to the
Or
ground.
dirt on Gilda.
Dorothy Guild.
Or mention of like the any pirates coming on the cove like the Cyclops or anything. But mostly Veritas and Gilda, okay?
Okay. So
And then you tell me anything you hear.
okay. So that's a lot of things. I know
Gosh.
we need people they need good lives. It was always the cutest, cleanest kids that sort of got adopted before the tentacles moved in.
Yeah, you guys are pretty ugly, I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of the kids stink. Fart smells the best.
Okay. Do you want to put fart on like the listening positions that are close to people because people don't matter so much when you're not
Fart
stinky?
can listen. Everyone else should probably take a bath. Me and Fart can do some reconnaissance and listening.
Oh, this is harder than I thought. Okay, you and Fart start with the reconnaissance.
Oh,
We'll
I
work
trust
everybody
Fart.
else up to it.
No one will ever. No one will even know Fart was there. He'll be silent. He'll be a silent.
Okay. I saw what you were doing, but it was too late. Great. Okay, silent fart and pedal. Oh, fart and pedal. That's interesting. And then you guys make sure you report back to me, okay?
Well,
Nobody else.
Where do we report back to you?
So that's the cool part. Super Coral. I got a room for like one of you in the house. Not like a permanent thing. Well, maybe a permanent thing if you want.
Like a clubhouse.
But yeah. Wait, are you guys good at swimming? Nah, we'll talk about it later. Yeah, sure. You can meet me at the house. It's the House of Violets. It used to be called the House of Violence. It's really it's kind of like words, I guess. They're tough. So you can meet us there and you can report anything that you hear. Alternatively, I have a ghost that is kind of also my butler. I also have an old man who doesn't know anything, and I also have a really intimidating claw-handed woman. They're also Coral. They're on my crew.
You reiterate the crew to Petal, filling it in. Petal will will prioritize you have fully convinced Petal to join your crew. So if Petal will bounce back and forth between the Forgotten Escape and the House of Violets as sort of like a agent of chaos. The others will do her bidding, but occasionally will make rolls to see if they've been adopted, as that is the number one priority you have given to that family or to that group. But that is sort of how the Patch Batch will operate. With
It's
assistance
so
from
mean
Bash.
to make random rolls for adoption. That is you
I'll
are
figure
the
out what that is.
you are the god of this land. Like you could just decide to adopt them if you wanted to. You're just gonna roll for it. Amazing.
It's like which NPCs are ready to care for children?
Doubt.
Doubt adopts them all.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, they're on board. I gave the clothes. Everything seems good. I didn't ask about Kettle, but I feel pretty good. Are you proud of me? No.
Me,
Okay.
Petal?
No, this was Takachi. I
You're
really need
you
to
were over
start
there for a
looking
long
at you
time.
as I talk to you. What?
But while Trigger's talking to them, Marilyn comes over and like gets you guys set up with like breakfast and stuff.
I'm proud of you, Trigger. Well done.
It's always the ones that you don't want to let go that need to leave the nest the most.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck I just said.
it was wise at some point. I'm sure. Only smart things.
Only smart shit.
There it is. Thank you for the food, Marilyn. Is Kettle in the back by chance?
Of course. She's working in the kitchens. You still have the time she gave you, I believe. So feel free to join her if you want.
Amazing. Yeah, that'd be great.
Of course. Actually, if you're heading that way, there's a stack of dishes over on the bar. If you don't mind grabbing them.
Oh, yeah, can do. Grab the dishes. Go over.
Yes, you grab the dishes. You're able to grab them, use the time on the magical teleporter, and head down into the kitchen to the sweet smell of breakfast as Kettle is working over some stoves and these giant like vats of stew and things kind of at the ready. When the magic kind of swirls and goes off, Kettle kind of like looks over her shoulder like, hey, morning, guys.
Yeah, good morning. I think we work here now. Where do you want these?
Oh, thanks, Kachi. Yeah, if you just want to drop them on that metal table over there, I'll take care of those in a sec.
All right.
Actually,
yeah.
you know what? Pluck's probably gonna be heading down here pretty soon. If you guys, do you guys need something?
I drop them down and I go to the back door and I open it to make sure no one's hiding in it at the time.
No one is hiding inside.
Okay, very good.
Kettle just kind of like,
Amazing.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so we had some things to discuss, and I think Gwen wanted to start us off. Go ahead. The minutes from the last meeting.
Yeah,
Hey, Kettle.
yeah.
So we were thinking we need
All of
to
us
be
together.
Collectively.
more involved in the Veritas mission.
Mm.
And we were-
Yeah, because like what you guys is like, you guys like helped us out like big time. Catherine was the one who relayed the message. He said that you guys like that we had some help, but Bam was confused. He didn't know what team you guys were.
Yeah. I got that too, that Bam was confused. But we were wondering where we should go to maybe talk to more important people. We knew something about a temple in the forest or something. Do you know what that's used for?
Kettle's gonna make a roll. There's something in the north. When I joined and I helped with the first time, it was like the mission that I'm blanking on their name. Let me check my notes.
The basement thing, and you were
The
like,
lizards.
Strut.
yeah.
When Strut got kind of like promoted, essentially, I overheard Bam tell them to go up to the northern woods, but I never heard anything about that. When I joined the team, Strut was like the senior person on it, and then now Strut's gone. Did you guys not?
Interest-
Have you guys not gotten an assignment or anything?
Well, Kachi,
Yep. Mhm.
yeah.
So
when it comes to the assignment, that was your conversation, right?
yeah, it was my conversation. Kettle, we're not really technically a part of Veritas, and we need your help to try to help us get in because we want to help more.
How did she take that?
I was looking up a note real fast.
You were looking up a note very dramatically, Matt.
Was give me a persuasion check. I'd say you have like helped Kettle a number of times. Checking another note. Where is it? Kettle is... I have a list in my notes, but I need to organize my notes because they don't make the most sense. But I have a list in here somewhere of the NPCs you've met and like where you fall in alignment with them. There we go. And right now, Kettle is allied with you all. So you can go ahead and make this persuasion check with advantage. If someone you've fought alongside and helped out a number of times.
Amazing. My first roll was 12. My second was a 17.
Very
so
nice.
That will be 22.
22. Very persuasive. As you kind of like draw, like Kettle clocks the fact that you're dropping an act, like, and to like that is like a benefit in this situation of like, oh, you're being real. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
we are sorry that we lied. We know that's not really the Veritas way, but we originally thought that they might be a bad influence for you and wanted to try to get more information, but y'all really helped us out and did us a favor the other night. So
you guys
we just want to try to be on the level.
You guys had Veritas cloaks though. Did you just like find them?
Oh, no. Yes.
No.
Yeah? We did.
No.
We found them on some people who didn't need them anymore. So we did the most truthful thing and gave in to our inner person who wants to take advantage of situations, and we wore them.
That is a smart thing to say in a roundabout way, Trigger.
Thanks.
Is that we, you know how, fuck, what's her name? I keep forgetting it. Gwen, not, Gilda. Gilda is not exactly on the side of Veritas. And before, when we truthfully only believed that Veritas were the bad guys, we had taken a few cloaks from Lester's and from outside of a tea shop where Veritas came to attack us.
Oh, she kind of like doesn't like this is like new information to her. She's like seeing like there was a team that went to like a tea shop. What the fuck?
Yeah, but we promised we didn't take them off any live people. We only took them off of dead people. After
that is true.
We killed some of them technically, but they were dead. So we didn't steal from live people. And it was only to protect ourselves because we were being attacked.
I mean, you guys have always had my back. I am new here. I know that it seems like I was about where you guys are. My parents like did Gilda's bidding for a long time, and they clearly didn't get out of this place. I didn't really want to do the same thing they did. So I chose a different option, hoping it was different than Gilda's way. Not everyone in Veritas, I know enough to know that not everyone is as altruistic about it. Some of it's about power. But I like you guys, and I think we sort of I joined and you're looking to join for the same reasons.
Mm. We just want to look out for you, Kettle. We care a lot for you and your family. You've helped us out a lot.
Well, the Cerulean Blasters, Bam gave us a heads up that there was some curse activity that was a bit sketchy up in the northern district. There was an explosion that is meant to look. It seems it. They. Whoever told Bam to check it out thinks someone's trying to frame Veritas for the cursed activity. I know that I don't think that's true, but it's something that they wanted us to look into.
Explosion? Like outside the city.
No, something in the northern district inside the walls. It's on like I think they're looking for curse breakers to go look into it.
Okay. Well, we can put our name forward and maybe we can head up that way. Try to reveal the truth about things and come to an understanding.
Yeah, I mean, my brother Pluck's coming down to cover the kitchen for a bit because I was gonna sneak out and have my team go investigate. Do you guys need? It feels weird to say, do you guys need backup? Because I think you guys are stronger than us. But do you guys need backup?
We would love to work together again.
Yeah, absolutely, Kettle.
Yeah, I'll let everybody know. I can meet up.
But you're not gonna get in trouble, right? Because we're not technically Veritas. I mean, we weren't before either, but we lied to you.
I
Now,
If
I joined up because I had crossed paths with Knifethorn. They put in a good word for me. Like they let Bam know. Bam passed the message on, and I was kind of on a probationary status until Strut got promoted. They had an opening.
yeah, you need like a member invite.
Yeah, I'm Cerulean Blasters. I didn't start the team. I was just sort of put into it.
let's then hold off until once we meet up with your team again. We will come forward with everything to them as well.
Oh, yeah.
But truthfully, we do want to learn more about Veritas.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that much. My team they're all kind of rookies, but I mean,
Yeah,
we're glad to have you guys. You guys are cool.
so we all. Cool. All right. Awesome. Well, this is great. I don't know how to end this conversation now, Kettle. So I'm going to say we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
And thank you
if
for
wanna-
being very understanding.
If you want to head up to the Northern District, it'll probably from what I've heard, it'll probably gather a crowd. I can get my team and meet you there.
Cool. I go in for like a hug, but I'm like, this isn't really a hug situation. So I'm just like,
I'm covered in
pat
soup.
on the shoulder. Yep. Soup.
I got
Morning
to
soup.
You guys want doggy bags to go?
Anything?
Yeah, we'll take
All
something
good.
hot to go.
Take here.
Okay, yep.
Like an apple and a banana at Kachi and like a bowl to like. Just pulls out Walk the turtle and just like fills up Walk and passes that to you.
That was really fun to teach like 100 straight men. Like they all learned that.
HOTTOGO.
Yeah, at Survivor Challenge, and they heard Big
Didn't
Fun
realize
Club
how
for the
it's-
first time.
Quoting Chapel Roan.
Amazing. Cool. Yeah.
You hear you hear
moonwalk
the
out doing finger
sounds
guns.
of Pluck arriving in the kitchen, playing Hot to Go. As you can all make your
Luck, you are on fire.
Thanks. We haven't really talked much.
No, not especially. You're an exceptional player, though. You're gonna go far. You might invent a new type of music.
Hey, that's the dream, man.
You can call it gay pop.
But you all are able to then exit the Forgotten Escape Any stops on your way to the northern districts?
I guess swing past Gilda's.
To what?
Yeah, to
Officially
try to
pick it
like,
up?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Heading to the north, you have to pass Gilda's Keep anyway. So heading to the northern area, you catch sight of the guards kind of doing patrols, and fairly easily you spot kind of like Lance giving some orders to like the typical like keep guards as they're kind of maneuvering around. Give me a perception check as you approach Lance.
I would also like to swing by Fur, Scales, and Hair to pick up a boba tea.
Absolutely.
Koch, you're really just feeling a vibe right now.
Naomi is able to get you guys some keys to go.
You feeling particularly eyeball right now?
I mean, it's all coral, baby.
It's all cool. We all wear eye patches, whether you can see them or not, you know?
A 13. Wait, for perception, he said. That's only an 11.
Nice. 11.
Unless my passive will work, but I don't think
Nice.
so.
Anything from Gwyn or Trigger? Basically, just like assessing the whole like, environment out as you're approaching Lance.
No. I think just like trying to keep low key.
Nice.
What's up, group?
Very
Sometimes.
cool. You see Lance giving some orders to like some of the guards. Doesn't seem particularly fussed as you approach Kachi, but as he kind of like looks and like kind of turns around, kind of gives like nod, like good morning, holds eye contact to kind of be like, were you just walking past with some tea, or did you need to talk to me?
We heard about a potential mission up in the north. Wanted to see if we could pick it up.
I guess word travels fast. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
some sort of lightning strike or something. We suspect some Veritas activity. We're looking for some curse breakers to go investigate, follow up on any leads, see if Veritas set it off or who's in danger. We also have, I'm not sure, like looks kind of like between like the three of you, like looking at Gwyn, looking at Trigger, and then kind of looks at Yukachi. Blanche, the Wing of the Air, was also put a mission for curse breakers. There are lightning rods that kind of float above the cursed cove that help deflect some of like the worst parts of the storms that are having trouble. They were sort of damaged. It would be tricky for anyone who can't fly. I know. I suspect that you are able to, Kachi. I'm not sure if your friends have a way to do that, but we're having trouble finding someone to take that one on. But it's another mission that could be a curse. It's another curse breaker mission, and then we also have the Broken Bow squad in the south is down a member, sort of a missing person situation that they're looking for help with. If your squad's interested.
Do you feel like any of these require the ability to breathe underwater for 24 hours at a time?
I'm not super aware. The Broken Bows in the southern forest. If bait fell into the river, maybe someone could swim down and get him. But I'm not sure if that's where he ended up.
Okay.
Yeah, we could tackle those. We could start with the north, and then
Yeah, sure.
they don't have a way of flying. But if we had any way to help them,
I checked the stores. I think we have a potion of flying lying around, but I can only find one. But give it some time. Maybe I can scrounge some resources together if you guys are still interested.
When's the next time there's supposed to be a storm?
Hard to predict. Big ones usually come once a month, but even smaller ones can upset some of like the cursed activity. Because the lightning rods are damaged, that's why the strike in the north is troubling. We think it's an effect of what happened up top. So it could keep happening.
Oh, good. So it's not like because of anybody or anything. It's just like a curse.
The effects are curse-like. The shape, if you guys are headed that way, you'll see it's sort of seems like a calling card of sorts.
Did he seem to react like that? Like I know, like, do you know what I mean? Like, did he react to what Trigger just said at all?
Give me an insight check.
Like, is it actually secretly due to a person and he knows this information? 15.
He read. There seems to be like a matter of factness with Lance, and it seems like this is like I'm reading off the scroll that I was handed.
Right.
Well, I think we all. Yep.
Yeah, we could talk to yeah, yeah, we can head those up.
Yeah.
Doing great. Yeah, we'll start in the north and we'll come back for that potion if we can get that, and then we can head up forward.
And the missing guy can just fend for himself.
Yeah, we can go. We can do that later.
Yeah, and then I'll if I catch you guys later, I'll let you know if anyone has taken on some of those missions or anything.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. We'll be back to collect the reward and give you information.
Sounds good to me. I'm doing some patrols until the evening.
As we walk away, we could do fly if you could learn the fly spell. It's only 10 minutes, but Lester, yeah.
What level of a spell is that?
Third.
For how long?
10 minutes.
Oh gosh, that sounds like a terrible idea. Oh.
From where we live, it takes 10 minutes to get anywhere.
But maybe
what
if he pumped a usage into the ring too.
Now we're talking.
Or
That's 20. Wait, that's 20 minutes. 10 and 10 is 20.
20 is 10 twice.
Oh wow, this is what learning feels like.
oh my god. We could also switch out a use of something for Featherfall. Instead of Magic Missile, I could put Featherfall into the armor that I could cast. Is Featherfall on self, or do you have to touch someone? Can you is it?
I think it's like the area.
Yeah, so I think there's like an
area
area
around
situation.
Again, Baldur's Gate has ruined my perception on certain spells.
Yeah. Some of the spells it's just better with.
So is it better to have 10 minutes of flying and then no splat, or 20 minutes of flying with possible splat?
Maybe splat.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, we'll think about it. Oh, well, time to go see this calling card.
You all head towards the north area, kind of in the northern district, just past the Golden Hammer, just past the Lucky Card, further into the northern areas, before you get to kind of like the city wall, but further to the west than the northern gate that you've passed before. And very quickly, like, you see like crowds, like there are crowds that are kind of like forming a little bit. There's like chatter of like, have you seen what's going on? Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Yeah, I heard there's like people when someone got close and they got like knocked out. It's like killing people. Oh my gosh, just stay away. So it seems that people are somewhere between concern, panic, and confusion. as you make your way towards the site of the strike, which is where we find ourselves now. The land before you, you see as you kind of like make your way through this parted crowd, a number of kind of buildings more sporadically laid out than in some of like the southern district, more orderly rows. There is a sort of a natural chaoticness as the town has like grown towards the north first. There are shops, there are buildings, some outside kiosks, and some more permanent structures here. There is one shop that appears to have suffered the brunt of the damage of whatever has happened here. The roof is caved in some places. The building itself is smoldering to an extent. A bluish smoke is kind of billowing out from some areas of the building itself. The ground, the gravel, the cobblestones here are scorched and scarred. In some areas, it seems erratic and frenetic, almost like a natural kind of creeping out as a lightning strike might leave behind, but there are carved almost into the ground itself. As you approach from like the south, you can kind of see it the most clearly. The lightning strike has left the sign of a V here on the ground, and as you get close enough to spy what is happening, you can begin to hear and see the sounds of a scuffle from the lightning strike itself. That's a bit. There we go. As you hear and see the sounds of a scuffle here, as you get close enough to spy what is actually happening in this like lowermost crater, kind of standing up from inside, you see a life form built of electricity and metal and gravel rise out of the ground, and like electricity surging around it. And that's when, kind of looking back and forth, there are people kind of like reacting to this as if like, oh, it's another one, it's another one, it's another one. And you can see pressed kind of against the building straight ahead of you, just within eyesight, is Zeklin the Centaur, having arrived here already in the midst of combat. That is where I need all three of you to roll initiative, and we will pick back up with this fight next time on Shattered Ships.
Does the initiative count now?